Hi everybody, it's Patti and Debbie from printandpixelstudio, and we have kind of a cool video for you today. We have seen many videos over the last few years of people using this same technique, but we're kind of putting our own spin on it today. So what you're going to need for our project today is you're going to need plastic wrap and parchment paper, and a pair of scissors, of course, and maybe a ruler and a rotary cutter. So anyway, what we're doing is we're laminating paper and fabric with plastic wrap. And it's kind of a cool process, and we're getting kind of addicted to it, like we did with the wax paper process that we did a couple of months ago. Anyway, here's the first one I'd like to show you. This is one that Debbie did. She took a little piece of fabric and a fussy cut, and on this one, she put the plastic wrap, made a square of it and put it over the paper, or excuse me, over the fabric, then put her paper fussy cut on top of it and pressed it down with a piece of parchment paper over it so that the sticky stuff wouldn't get on the iron, and pressed it down, and it laminated the fussy cut to the fabric. And it's kind of a cool effect because she left the paper, the plastic wrap, a little larger than just right around the fussy cut. It made kind of like a sparkly, what do you call it, like, almost a, what do you call those little things?
Pearlescent.
Yeah, kind of a little pearlescent type feel to it. I don't know if you guys can see it when the light hits it or not, but it's really pretty. It adds a lot of detail to it. This would be cute, you know, paper clip to a page in your journal, or attached to a pocket. And you could use that same process of using the plastic wrap to attach this to fabric, to another piece of paper or another piece of fabric. You're going to see that later in our demonstration here. And let's see what else. Oh, and this probably is our very favorite. I mean, this feels like handmade paper. It's just amazing. This is a napkin, like such, and Debbie processed it over an envelope, just a plain white envelope. And again, she used the plastic wrap, and I'm going to show you how we're going to make this one on camera, so you'll see how this goes. But it really turned out fabulous, and the feel of it, you'd swear it was handmade paper. Mm-hmm. It's really, really pretty, really cool. And let's see, what else? Oh, and then she did the same thing on this pocket that she made. And like I say, this probably is our favorite thing, the way it feels with the napkin. And then she backed it with a piece of cardstock that we had in our scrap pile here, and just put a little handwritten letter inside. But that makes a really cute pocket and super, super easy. It's made the same process as the envelope that we're going to show you how to do. Here's another experiment. We just experimented with a bunch of stuff just to see what we could get it to look like and how it would work. And here's another piece that she did. And she just laminated with the plastic wrap another napkin on top of this piece of, I guess, graph paper, or kind of book ledger paper, yeah. Mm-hmm. And it came out really, really cool. And then I took it to, I laminated, I wanted to see if you could use it completely without any glue, using just the plastic wrap. And so I took a piece of cardstock and backed it to a piece of coffee dyed paper, and I just put a piece of plastic wrap in between the two pieces, and put a piece of parchment paper over the top and ironed it and heated it up really well, and it totally adhered to both the cardstock and the coffee dyed paper. You can see it's just razor thin. It totally attached to it. And then I wanted to put a piece of fabric on here, and I didn't really want any ink or excuse me, glue showing. So we thought, geez, let's try it. And so what we did here was we took a piece of plastic wrap and we doubled it in half so that there would be none showing around the edges, because we both, Debbie and I, liked the idea of this fabric being kind of like free. And then we just put it down the middle and again ironed. And when you iron doing something like this, you want to put the iron straight down and hold it there for a second for the glue to, or the plastic wrap to start to melt, so that then you can go ahead and move your iron around all over, but it's already kind of like sealed itself in the middle there, so it won't, you know, move around on your card or whatever you're trying to attach it to. But anyway, this came out. This is another one of our favorites. This is really, really cute, and you don't see any glue or anything. There's nothing, and then you're able to leave the edges free. So we liked that a lot. This is another one I'm going to show you in a few minutes, but I will tell you, or we will tell you, that it does not work with, I'm having an old-timer's, vellum. Yeah. I just got back from vacation last night. We were gone for 15 days on a cruise, and so Debbie and I wanted to get this video out, so here I am, and don't look at my fingernails. Anyway, we thought, hey, this is great because you don't see any signs of glue when you do this process. So that would be a great way to attach vellum to stuff. Well, not really. For some reason, the vellum, now when I did this card, at first, yeah, I thought it was going to work, but you can see it's picking up from the edge here. So I would not recommend using vellum, and I thought I could make a pocket, but no. It doesn't work. So don't bother trying that. So what I'm going to do before I show you this is we're going to show you how to do this envelope. We have a napkin, and we're having such a hard time finding decorative napkins. I don't know why, but let's see. Have we got tape over there? A little piece of tape to pull this thing apart with. So our napkin situation here is pretty limited. Oh, great, thanks. Come on, there you go. So this is a 2-ply napkin, so we're just gonna make it pull the back piece off and use the front, of course. You've seen this done a million times, I'm sure.
I had one made for you already.
Oh. Okay, well, that's how you do it if your assistant hasn't made one for you already.
Oh, you can talk about it there.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. There's still a piece of tape on there, Deb. Don't forget it. Okay. So here's basically the process of how you do it. Now I'm going to layer it, and then I'm going to hand it off to Debbie because we don't have enough room to iron here where you guys can see, but we're going to show you how you stack it. So first you take a piece of baking paper, parchment paper. Then you put your napkin or your envelope down. Do you have that plastic? Yeah. And again, if you have an assistant, she brings you the plastic. And you put down the plastic wrap. Now, don't get all hysterical about any kind of creases or bubbles or anything like that, because it doesn't make any difference. Right, Deb? Mm-hmm. And so you're just going to put it down like this. Then you're going to put your napkin on and line it up how you want it on your envelope. Let's see here, about like that, I guess. Yeah, and you don't have to worry about this fold line. That'll be gone once it's ironed. Okay, and you just put it down here. Now, some people, you'll see if you've watched any videos on this before, put plastic wrap over the top. Debbie and I prefer not doing that. We think you get a much better look. It's not so shiny. And as you can see from that envelope that we did, or the pocket that Debbie made, it comes out really great. And like I say, you'd swear it was handmade paper. where if you put the plastic wrap on top and iron it, it's going to be pretty shiny. And
I mean, if you want that look.
yeah, if you want that look, you know, that's
Yeah,
fine.
that's cool.
But we just kind of prefer the more matte finish, I guess you could call it. Okay, so then you put your other piece of parchment paper on top. And then you hand it over to your assistant. And she irons it for you. And while she's doing that, you can also make some great tapes. We had this really cute striped fabric, and so we took a piece of coffee dyed paper and stamped it, and then took the can't talk. I'm still on shipboard, I guess. Took the plastic wrap, and I will tell you this. One way that we found to get thin strips of it, because it is a bear to cut, and it, you know, one of the easiest ways we found at the end of doing this is to use a rotary cutter and a ruler. So I just took a piece of the plastic wrap, put it down on my mat here, and then kind of like eyeballed how thick I wanted it to be, and cut it in a strip. The other thing I will tell you too, now Debbie, on that napkin you only used one piece of plastic wrap, right?
Yes.
Okay. On this particular piece, I used 2 pieces of plastic wrap. It gives you, you don't have to, but it does give you a little stronger bond. But it isn't necessary. The one piece works just fine. But I just thought I'd try a couple of pieces just to make sure it was adhered sufficiently. So anyway, then I cut with the rotary cutter. I went ahead and cut a piece of the plastic wrap. Then you just lay that down on your, I hope I'm still in camera here. You lay that down on your fabric, and it's a little tricky, I'll tell you, but it's not bad. Lay that down and then carefully place your paper or whatever you're going to bond it to on top of it. And then take your iron and start in the middle and just push your iron down and hold it for a few minutes, not a few minutes, but a few seconds, just to make sure that it's bonded here in the middle. And then you can take your iron and go to either end. And on this one, I actually did it in the middle and on either end, and then went ahead and smoothed it out with the iron. And you can see it comes out really cute. And you can use it. You could use this as a page, you know, a trim for the edge of your page. You could cut it and use it like for a little, I don't want to say fussy cuts. What's the word I'm trying to think of, Debbie?
For what?
Cut this into pieces and use it like, I know. I was on shipboard too long, huh? You know what I'm trying to say, the little things that you piece together like
Clusters?
this. Clusters. These. I'm much better on shipboard than I am on dry land. Anyway, so you could do a lot with it. You know, it's cute. It could be a trim on a pocket, anything you wanted to do. And so we just stamped them and then adhered them to this. How's it coming over there? Okay. Okay, so after, oh, and I will say, be careful when you finish ironing it because it is very hot. So be careful that you don't burn yourself. Okay, so here's how it turns out after you've ironed it. And you can see it's on 2 sides here. And then you just peel back your parchment paper. And peel back your envelope from there. And then all you have to do is trim it. But you can see how great it comes out. It's just perfect. Now, we didn't do the back side. You could, if you wanted to, you could cut your napkin so it just fit down in here. But we wanted the envelope so we could seal it if we wanted to at a later date. So we didn't do that. And quite truthfully, I think it looks kind of good, not done all over the whole envelope, but you're sure welcome to do it. If you didn't want to do the whole back, you could just do a little strip down here at the bottom if you wanted a little more decoration. But you can see on this, from the grain of the napkin, how it looks. It's just beautiful. I mean, it's amazing how it turns out. And it's tight, tight, tight. There's no, you don't have to worry about it coming apart. Okay, so, I got those blue scissors, yeah.
And
We
I
are
trimmed from the other side. I mean, the one flat.
Oh,
because
good,
then you
yeah.
can
Yeah.
get a better edge on it.
Yeah, that's good. The reason Debbie's giving me instruction is this was her project. She made this. She's making all the good stuff lately. So yes, that's a good idea, Debbie, because then you can see actually where you want to trim. Now, if you, and this doesn't, but if you did have a little place that looks like it's picking up, don't panic. You just put it in between the parchment paper again and iron it again, and it'll seal down the sides. But this is such a cool way to laminate things together. I mean, you could always use Mod Podge and stuff, but sometimes I don't like the look of Mod Podge. Do you?
Mm-mm.
Sometimes I like a little...
And I like this. It gives it such... It adheres like if it was made that way. There's
exactly.
No
There's no
stuff
no
or anything.
Uh-uh.
It looks so
Yeah.
good.
Do we have our sanding block up here?
Yeah, but you shouldn't need it.
Huh?
Yeah, it's right here. But
Oh yeah, because sometimes, huh?
I did this one
Without the sanding block?
But yeah, you could do that like we did with the wax paper.
Yeah.
Edges of paper.
Yeah, that's what I thought it would be. It would work.
I can't believe Christmas is coming.
Oh, I know. Yeah. You could do, it would be cute. You could do this with Christmas napkins. And,
Yeah.
you could do small ones and put your gift cards and stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really cute for the kids and, well, for adults too. But
Yeah.
yeah, that would be cute. Yeah. That's one thing you could probably find now are Christmas napkins. Ever since that Tuesday morning place closed, it's hard to find napkins.
I went all over looking. I went to that home store.
I know. I've been to them too.
These ones I found at Target.
Yeah, and they're cute. I like them.
The flower ones, I think we got at the Goodwill or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's hard to find them. I found some. They had seashells on them. That wasn't really what I was looking for. But I mean, you could find that kind of thing. But it's hard to find.
These down here in Florida. You'd think
Yeah, right. You'd think they'd be everywhere. I guess everybody uses paper towels. I don't know. Even when I was on the cruise, every port we went to, I looked. I thought, well, I could probably find napkins, or no, nobody had any.
In Europe, we need to take a trip to Europe because that's all they use.
Yeah.
They use them all the time.
Yeah, we have to go to Europe because we need napkins. What's a girl gonna do? Anyway, I won't bore you with going over this for hours, but you can see how easy this is to do and how great it comes out. It just is fascinating to us how it looks just like handmade paper. In fact, we're going to have a video coming up pretty soon on drying flowers, and we're going to try this process using and with flower petals. Let's see what we get. Okay. Well, that's as simple as it is, and I think you guys could have a lot of fun with it because there's so much you can do. And like, we'll trim that up later, but anyway, you just trim it. And like I say, if you find you have a place that's coming up, excuse me, just go ahead and iron it down again, and it'll seal right to the edge, and it'll be perfect. But simple, simple, simple to do, and really cute and fun, you know. Your imagination gets going on what you can make. And I love these tapes. I think these are really cute. Again, this would be a cute thing to do with a Christmas stamp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cute. So anyway, that's our little video today, and I hope you guys will give it a try, because you'll have a lot of fun with it, and it's easy peasy. And I'm sure almost everybody has plastic wrap and parchment paper. So because there's no glue or anything needed, you just, an iron, you need an iron. But other than that, you're good to go. So anyway, I guess we'll see you next time, and come up with some new projects. Talk to you later.